Good afternoon and welcome to the McVean Center Gymnasium for today's NJCAA Region 3 Division 3 quarterfinal matchup between the number 7 seed Finger Lakes Lakers and the number 2 seed Jefferson. At this time, we ask that you all please rise at table and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the McVean Center Gymnasium here. JCC, home of the Cannoneers, and they'll be the first of our 4 games here this afternoon and evening. The NJCAA Division III Region 3 tournament. The winner will gain an automatic bid in the NJCAA tournament. And like I said, the first of our 4 games here today. The Cannoneers, the 2 seed here, hosting number 7, Finger Lakes Community College. Connor Lalone alongside Zach Zubrisky for this one, with Cody Wheeler and Morgan Young on the cameras for us this afternoon as we get underway. JCC will start things off after winning the tip. Raven in the post, dishing back out, tough pass to handle for Nichols. They flash it all the way around, and Raven up top. Raven's going to pull from long distance. That's short, missed everything, and out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot of star power on this JCC team. Expect the ball to be passed around a lot with a lot of scoring options.
Immediately a bit of a press here from Jeff Wiley and the Cannoneers, and well done by the Lakers to break it, but then turned right over. Trailing in there was Doopy to force it free. In the far corner, that's Nichols. Doubled there. Corey Nichols works out, goes back up top to Doopy. They swing it all the way around. Wiley back out to Doopy. Thought about the really long 3. Instead, will dish back out. Wiley into the post. Deflected and taken away. Steal for the Finger Lakes Lakers. Alexander.
Some really great defensive efforts on both sides of the ball.
Robinson now top of the arc. Goes back to Delayla Alexander. Into the corner for Roussel. Now far corner 3. Short. Out of the hands of Ella Robinson. Taken away. Foul underneath. It'll go on Doopy.
Got hit hard there, but yeah, great defensive effort. A lot of steals early. Maybe both teams trying to find their footing, but good start for the Finger Lakes.
Jasmine Lewis at the line. First point of the game. And the Lakers, one more coming up here. Rattles around and finds its way in. The Lakers lead by 2 here with 8:40 to go in the first quarter. Butcher into the lane, dishing back out into the corner. Quick 3, too strong for Wiley. Offensive rebound, Raven, and then nearly another foul on the floor. Yeah, they're going to get Lewis there underneath. Just prevented Raven from getting to the basketball. The push was the call from the official.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to get some rebounds. There's quite a big height difference between the 2 teams.
Butcher into the paint, and then is going to be fouled in the lane. Reaching in, Kira Shaughnessy. First on her, second here in the early going on the Lakers, who lead 2-0 over the Cannoneers. Wiley got it inbound. Butcher. Now Nichols gets the screen from Raven. Nichols into the lane. Tough move. Got her own rebound. Raven into the paint now. Turns. Puts one up in the post and uses the glass.
The Lakers playing very tough defense. Just got to come down with some of those boards. I'm not really sure how they're going to do it, but
trying to break that JCC press, and then the pump fake. Jade Roussel.
Terrific job at breaking the press. I mean, hasn't really been a factor thus far.
Raven again, free throw line now, dishing back out. Quick 3, banged in by Delaney Wiley. Here again, the press from JCC. And the Lakers able to break it. Alexander into the corner, 3 from Robinson. Wouldn't go, battle for the rebound. It's controlled by Finger Lakes. Eventually, dish back out. Alexander, near side, another 3. Shaughnessy this time. Wouldn't go. Raven with a rebound. Nearly poked free by Robinson. But here's Butcher for the Cannoneers. One-hand pass out to Wiley against Robinson, dishing out. Doopy, Butcher, near corner. Raven in the post, trying to use that height advantage, and will.
I think we're going to see that a lot today. He's back down in the post. Make some contested shots.
Lewis got around Doopy, got to the basket, didn't get it to fall. Did eventually end up with the rebound. Underneath, Robinson up over Doopy.
Lakers just playing with a lot of hustle, a lot of grit, and it's keeping them in this game.
7-6, 6:30 to go in quarter number 1. Butcher to Raven. Butcher gets the screen from Doopy at the top of the arc. Picked up her dribble. Goes to Wiley, who's harassed, and reaching in, Ella Robinson. Third foul here in the first against the Lakers. Butcher content to slow it down. Now goes out to Wiley. Raven top of the arc, 7 on the shot clock. Into the paint and taken away. Ill-advised pass from Corey Nichols, stolen by Lewis. Lewis pulled up. Now a long three from dead on. Wouldn't go for Alexander. And it's rebounded by Wiley. Up ahead, Nichols has Doopy. Doopy blocked, but the foul. And that'll be the second on Robinson here early.
Yeah, Lakers already have 4 fouls. Every foul from here on out is going to be 2 shots. We still got 5 minutes left in this quarter.
So Doopy at the line here on the shooting foul. 2 shots coming in for her. She's able to connect on the first. Change for Finger Lakes. Eliana Mason checks in. Good on the second as well, 9-6. Lewis. Now Alexander into the corner. That's Mason. Mason to Lewis. Picked up there by Wiley. Still Wiley against Lewis. Lewis back into the corner. Mason faking the 3. Roussel into the corner for Lewis. Shot clock down to 5 for Finger Lakes here. They'll get one off. It's a long 2. Missed everything in a shot clock violation against the Lakers as Roussel was unable to find the rim there.
This game's only going to get tougher for the Lakers the longer it goes on. Not a very deep bench on the side of the Finger Lakes.
Yeah, just 3 players over there on the bench for the Lakers. As you mentioned, Zach, Wiley wouldn't go. Raven with a rebound, then a foul on the floor. Undercutting Raven was Lewis. And it's already the second on Lewis. Lakers have already sent Robinson to the bench after she picked up 2 quick fouls. Lewis is pleading her case over there with the official, but I'm not sure that's going to do her too much good. Foul was on the floor, but it was the 5th here in the first quarter against Finger Lakes. So Raven to the line. And she connects on both. 11-6 now. Mason trying to go up the near sideline. Had it nearly taken away, but it's poked out of bounds. Kayla Spence there in defensively for JCC after checking into the game, replacing Doopy. Alexander against Nichols. Roussel drives in, traveled. Tried to come to the stop there, and a back foot slid out from underneath her.
Yeah, was playing past that ball, but then just got suffocated by the defense. Tried to pull out and like you said, foot just moved.
Another travel here at the other end.
Oh, might as well just give it right back.
Corey Nichols. Similar situation. Roussel against Raven. Floater doesn't get the roll. Butcher with a rebound and then able to corral it and keep it inbound in front of the JCC bench. Here's Nichols. Butcher aggressive to the paint. Hard off the glass. And then rebounded by Jasmine Lewis.
Raven.
Lewis.
Like I was saying, Raven was looking for a foul there at the end, but got kicked kind of hard.
Quick three, banked in by DeLayla Alexander from well beyond the arc.
What a shot.
11-9 now. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Saw a couple of those being made in warm-ups. Nice to see them getting pulled in the game.
Ella Robinson was making several of those in warm-ups. She's ready to come back in after picking up 2 fouls early. Raven using the window again. Still JCC with the press. And again, Finger Lakes able to break it. Eliana Mason. They'll keep it here again. Deflected out of bounds by Spence.
Number 2, Delaney Wiley. And number 45, Aurora Stevens.
Changes for JCC. Stevens and Wiley back into the game.
Nice.
Robinson lost the handle out of bounds.
Good spot, but I just don't know if she was expecting it.
Stevens inbound to Butcher. Wiley against Robinson. Tough pass into the post. It's poked free and stolen by the Finger Lakes.
I think everybody there was expecting a whistle, but none called.
Yeah, J-Lo O'Donnell just kind of stopped there. Not sure she was certain where the ball was either. Jump shot from the far side is short. Out of the hands of Kira Shaughnessy. Rebound, Aurora Stevens. Butcher turns in the paint, dishing out. Good feed to find Spence. And then Wiley up top. Into the lane, Wiley. Tough finish. Good handle up the far sideline, Alexander. Then a collision right here at midcourt. And a blocking foul on Spence. She was ready to check out anyway. And Nichols back in.
I think Lake's not really having an issue with the press JCC is putting on.
Shaughnessy into the backcourt for Alexander. Now Lewis. Jasmine Lewis looking for options. Flashing through the paint was Robinson. Couldn't handle the pass. It was just behind her. Nichols has O'Donnell up ahead. Goes into the lane. A travel or a block or a charge. One of them. They end up getting Nichols with a charge.
Yeah, it looked like all 3 refs almost wanted to call something different.
Something different there. You see Nichols just stopped. I think she knew that it was a charge. Defender was well set. Wiley called for reaching in here, and now JCC's picked up 4.
Very physical game to start.
Alexander to Robinson. Into the corner for Mason. Back to Mason in the corner. Robinson up top. Alexander to Lewis. Down low again, just too hot to handle from Lewis, and it's taken away through the hands of Shaughnessy. JCC with another steal. Butcher trying to extend that lead. Loves to get into the post and the dish out. And Wiley able to get to the basket, Nichols rather, and lay that in from the right side. Corey Nichols. Full court press still from JCC. It's kind of the Jeff Wiley staple. Mason to Alexander. Shaughnessy called for the travel.
I do love when teams press a lot during the beginning of the game. Kind of gets the flow of the game. It kind of feels like you're in control of the match.
JCC in control right now, 17-9. That one's out of play off of Kira Shaughnessy. Wiley will inbound. Wiley taken away. Lewis with another steal. Jasmine Lewis active on the defensive end. Good bounce pass. I'm not sure Alexander was expecting it necessarily. Foul here in the near corner over eager Jayla O'Donnell.
Fifth on them as well.
At the line for the Lakers, Alexander, shooting 2.
Alexander hits the first. Off the back iron and out. O'Donnell with the rebound on the second free throw from Alexander. Butcher into the corner. Nichols against Mason. Now Butcher in the near corner. Long three from Wiley.
Money.
Lead back to 10. JCC taken away. Butcher. Clean lane to the basket. Lakaya. Good burst here from JCC at the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds to go. About a second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Cannoneers with a 12-point lead. Jasmine Lewis against Wiley. Got it out to Mason. They try to go underneath for Robinson. By the time she handled it, she had worked her way into the corner. Lewis, tough basket underneath, threw some contact, wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Butcher has enough time to get a shot off here for JCC. And she's called for the travel before she can. 0.2 of a second remaining here at the end of the first quarter.
You just have to pull out some of the old volleyball moves. Just try to bump this one in or something.
They'll just toss it in, let the clock run out on the first quarter. 22-12, JCC with the lead after 10 minutes of play. Here in the first of 4 matchups, the NJCAA Region 3, Division 3 tournament, hosted again as it was last year at the McVean Center Gymnasium here in Watertown. JCC, the hosts, they're the 2 seed, taking on the 7 seed in our first of 4 games today. Coming up next, Hudson Valley and Mohawk Valley. That's after this one, slated to start around 3:15. And then later in the evening, OCC, the 1 seed, take on Cayuga, the 9, who ended up coming up with a upset over Corning in the first round on Tuesday. And then the final game this evening, Fulton Montgomery and Herkimer will be here for all 4 of them. And then the semifinals tomorrow and the final on Sunday. JCC trying to get back to that final again as they did last year. Ended up falling a little short to OCC last year.
Very exciting game.
Yeah, it was a really good matchup between those 2 teams. They've split this year already, so chance to see each other a 3rd time potentially in the final if they both can take care of business. Cannoneers doing that so far. They lead by 10 as we start the second quarter.
I've liked the way the Lakers have played. Very aggressive against a team that has a little bit more height over you. I think you got to be a little bit more aggressive, try to fight for those rebounds. But I don't know how long they can keep it up with such a short bench.
Roussel goes back to Mason and then rebounded by Dupuy. Starting 5 back into the game for JCC. Butcher crossing up, screen from Raven, out to Dupuy. Dupuy, near corner. Now Butcher back at the top of the arc. 15 on the shot clock for the Cannoneers. Butcher will slow it down. 10 now on the shot clock. Butcher off the screen from Raven, dishing back out. Nichols from 3. Wouldn't go, tipped around, rebounded by Delayla Alexander. Singular defense chant down to our left-hand side. The bleachers. Pretty good crowd for a Friday afternoon. Floater from the right side wouldn't go for Alexander. It's loose and jump ball.
Yeah, it's nice to see some fans. I mean, this is an exciting tournament.
The one thing I remember from last year's tournament, as far as the crowds were concerned, they just seemed to keep progressively getting bigger as the tournament went on. And like I said, for a Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock start, already pretty good turnout here. Doopy from 3, short. Wiley fighting for the rebound. Raven's going to come up with it under the basket. Raven, tough shot.
Acrobatics right there. Falling backwards, still got enough power under it to bounce off the backboard.
Alexander. It's a little surprised JCC didn't use their height advantage a little bit more in that first quarter. See if they go to the well here in the second with Raven. Lewis out to Alexander, fakes the 3, drives in, tough shot off the glass with a foul. And that's going to go on Delaney Wiley.
I mean, part of that shot was Jade Russell just intercepting balls down low in the post. Quite a few times, 1 or 2 or 3 maybe.
So Wiley will come out and Kim DiLeonardo will come back in. Actually checked in for the first time, I believe, DiLeonardo out of Watertown. Two of 2 from the line for Alexander. Nichols, Doopy into the corner for Butcher. Had Raven posting up. Doopy sold the shot really well. Butcher into the post.
Couple.
Yeah, that's a travel.
Had the right idea, just too many steps to get to the basket. Lakers not going down without a fight.
Still just a 10-point margin, 24-14. Here's Jasmine Lewis now against Kim DiLeonardo. Alexander to Shaughnessy. They play catch. Alexander against Corey Nichols. Stops. Tough pass to handle and taken away. Butcher got a hand on it. Doopy came up with it and then threw it ahead. Butcher just never could corral that lead pass from Lily Doopy. Change here, Mason out, Robinson back in. Alexander, good screen. And I think they're going to call the foul on Nichols, actually, for barging through it.
Look, you had her feet set.
Yeah, strong screen from Roussel. Didn't move, just stood there. And Nichols will pick up her second foul for going through it. Shaughnessy to Roussel. Long 2, rattles in for Ella Robinson.
Back within single digits.
Butcher to Nichols. DiLeonardo in the corner. Works it around. Doopy. Back to Butcher. Doopy from deep. Whew. Audible swish all the way up here in the back of the bleachers. 27-16.
Beautiful shot.
Robinson. Roussel trying to answer. Short. Nichols comes up with the rebound. Butcher has Doopy in the corner. Doopy. Foot was on the line.
JCC's had a lot of unnatural turnovers. Don't really see that much out of them. Uncharacteristic.
Lewis goes underneath. Tough pass for Shaughnessy. Alexander lost the handle and then turned it over. Butcher with the steal. Butcher has DiLeonardo, going to take it herself and lay it in with the left hand.
Might have been better just to let that ball go out of bounds.
Whistle here. Butcher, I think he's got a cut that they want to patch up. So
directly to the, oh, no.
Yeah, Butcher just over to the trainer's table over there, behind the scorer's table. So O'Connell back in. Lewis used the dribble to get out of trouble. Now Robinson driving in. Shot was blocked. And late whistle, they called a foul. So Leo O'Donnell with the foul there. Late whistle, they waited, I think, until the shot was clearly not going to go in, and then O'Donnell picks up her first. Robinson, 2-2.
She was money during warm-ups. Still is during the game.
Nichols lost the handle, taken away. Defensive pressure again from the Lakers. Shaughnessy, long three. Ooh, pure Alexander.
It's a couple feet behind the three-point arc as well.
Lead back to 8. Doopy thought about it from the corner. Instead goes back up top for O'Donnell. DiLeonardo nearly taken away. Pass to Nichols. Nichols into the corner. Doopy again. Hesitates on the three. Now Raven will pull. Long two. In and out. And taken away. Alexander stops. Poked free momentarily by Nichols. Well, the defense chance a little hardier.
Fans really showed up for this game.
Alexander, floater, wouldn't go. Tough shot with the right hand. A lot of contact there with Raven as well. DiLeonardo, stop into the corner. O'Donnell trying to skip it. Lewis got a hand to it, but goes out of play. Wiley back in, replacing Nichols this time. Butcher back in. Pretty much wholesale changes for JCC. Jayla O'Donnell back in. So it's Butcher, Wiley, both O'Donnells. And Aurora Stevens, the 5 for Jeff Wiley. Delaney, 5 on the shot clock. O'Donnell in the corner, turned it over. Lewis with the steal.
Lewis just all over the court.
Spence ready to come back in for the Cannoneers as well here at the next stoppage. Alexander and one.
Lakers here with a chance to bring this within a 4-point game.
O'Donnell will come out. Aaliyah, that is, and Kayla Spence in for the Cannoneers. In and out on the N1, out of bounds, last touch by Finger Lakes. Lead down to 6 for JCC. Spence. Up top for O'Donnell. O'Donnell steps into one. Wouldn't go. Rebounded by Shaughnessy. Alexander dishing out. And travel called again on the Lakers. Roussel there.
Yeah, Lakers kind of struggling with that travel call. Kind of been hurting them. But, I mean, they brought it within 5, so 6.
Butcher into the paint, draws the foul. Hit on the arm by Shaughnessy. 2 coming up for Lakai Butcher.
That's just a strong drive.
At the line for the Cannoneers, Lakai Butcher, shooting 2.
One more for Butcher. Good that time. 30-23 with 3:10 to go in the first half of play. JCC here with a 7-point lead over Finger Lakes in the first round of the NJCAA Division III Region 3 tournament. DiLeonardo after the steal. Tough shot and a foul as O'Donnell threw one up kind of hopefully there.
Foul line number 3, Shaughnessy, for 13 seconds.
A lot of contact on both sides of the ball.
O'Donnell, shooting 2. Subbing in for the Lakers.
So 2 coming up for O'Donnell. Roussel back in for the Lakers. Too strong in the first.
Sure, Lakers want to get as much of a lead as they can going into this half.
Back up to 8. Somebody's got to inbound. Roussel will. Alexander got around the press, got around Spence. Into the corner. 3. In and out from Robinson. Rebound by DiLeonardo. One was about 3/4 of the way down, came back out. Tough bounce.
Both sides of the rim.
DiLeonardo wide open, closed down quickly though by Robinson. Another tough shot, and that's a foul. And if they get Robinson with it, I don't think they do. Would have been her 3rd. Instead, it's the 1st on Delayla Alexander. Raven back in for JCC.
Yeah, Lakers were doing a good job avoiding those fouls in this second quarter, but starting to catch up with them now.
A couple there in quick succession. DiLeonardo misses the first from the line. JCC not taking full advantage.
Still coming away with some points, though.
The press causing a little bit more of a problem here in the second quarter.
Some good ball handling gets them out of it, though.
Lewis went coast to coast. Butcher into the paint. Another foul. JCC really aggressive right now, just getting to the basket, drawing contact, trying to draw fouls. They've been successful here lately. 2:11 to go in the first half. 2 quick fouls there on Alexander.
Finger Lakes doing a good job spreading the fouls around, though. I mean, with 5 fouls. 5 fouls in the first, 4 in this.
And nobody with more than 2. Butcher hits the second, 34-25. Here's the press, foul. O'Donnell.
Seemed like she almost got tied up there. Will be free throws.
No, Lakers in the bonus now. Second foul on Jayla O'Donnell. Alexander to the line. Good on the first. basket on the second as well.
Yeah, the Finger Lakes have been shooting their free throws very well.
Doopy back in to replace O'Donnell after she picked up her second foul. Butcher. DiLeonardo to Doopy to Butcher, near corner. Raven turns from the free throw line, overthrew it. Spence flashed outside to turn and cut towards the basket. Raven saw that initial move, threw it behind her and into the bench.
JCC did lay off the press, might be hesitant to give up any more fouls.
Robinson, Roussel against Raven. Go back to Robinson. Alexander, tough pass for Lewis, dishing out. Roussel from deep. Won't go. Doopy with a rebound. Butcher. Kim DiLeonardo from way downtown. Strong rebound again. Jasmine Lewis.
JCC just unable to break away too far.
Roussel in the far corner. Tough pass. Works for Robinson. Harassed by Doopy. Deep three. Shot clock was running down. They had some time, but Alexander felt the need to get a shot up.
I mean, she's made it before.
Raven taken away. Robinson just two-hand steal. Took it right out of the lap.
Just rip that one.
Alexander again from deep.
Oh.
Looked like she had it dialed. Couple of threes now for the Lakers that could have been, that weren't.
She looks very comfortable from that distance.
2 seconds between the shot clock and game clock here at the end of the first half. Doopy from deep. That won't go. Tipped and controlled by the Lakers. Eliana Mason up the far side. Stopped. Goes to Lewis. Lewis with three now. Lewis from deep.
Ooh.
Not the worst of looks there for the Finger Lakes Lakers right at the end of the second quarter. If they had made those couple of threes, could be looking at a very different ball game. It's 34-27 here at halftime. JCC, the 2 seed, with a lead over Finger Lakes, the 7.
Finger Lakes did a good job cutting into that lead. We're down by 10 going into the second. It's anybody's ball game at this point. JCC not looking like themselves. Making a lot of uncharacteristic fouls, turnovers, missing some free throws, but still leading this game. That goes to show you how good JCC really is.
Talented, just deep as well. They've used pretty much everybody on the roster. I think everybody on the roster except for maybe Madison Cheek has made it into the game for the Cannoneers in that first half of basketball. So use the depth as well, and that's been part of the difference for them here as they lead by 7 in the first round of the NJCAA Division III Region 3 tournament. The bracket here this weekend. 4 games today, the quarterfinals. This is the first of those. JCC, of course, against Finger Lakes. They'll play the winner. The winner of this game will play the winner of the next game, which is Mohawk Valley and Hudson Valley. And then the 2 later games today. OCC, Onondaga Community College, taking on Cayuga Community College. Fulton Montgomery taking on Herkimer College in the late game tonight. And then tomorrow, 1 o'clock, 3:15. The semifinals, the final, 1 o'clock on Sunday, all here at JCC, all here on the NBC Watertown YouTube channel. Halftime score 34-27, JCC with the lead. We're going to take a break and be back when they return for the second 20 minutes of action. Welcome back inside the McVean Center Gymnasium here at JCC, where the Cannoneers stake themselves out to a 7-point lead at halftime over the Finger Lakes Lakers here in the first of 4 quarterfinals today in the NJCAA Division III Region 3 tournament. Lakers immediately cut into the lead. First points of the second half on a long 2 from Delayla Alexander. Wiley trying to answer back and won't. Rebounded by Roussel.
Say both teams probably very happy about that halftime break. JCC had an opportunity to iron out some of those kinks, and Finger Lake just a good chance to rest up with just a few players getting into this game.
Roussel from deep. Wouldn't go. Doopy with a rebound, controlled well. Doopy to Nichols underneath. Lewis. Picked up by Doopy, goes out to Robinson, now into the corner. Alexander to Shaughnessy. Roussel, another long 2. Raven not really extending out. Rattled around the rim and worked its way out. Doopy goes long up ahead for Wiley, tipped out of bounds. Cannoneers will keep it.
JCC just giving Finger Lakes kind of the whole 3-point arc. Not falling yet, but good pass inside.
Nichols again underneath. Alexander against Nichols. Into the corner. Roussel. Double dribble.
Yeah. Didn't find the passing lane she was looking for. Instinctively just started dribbling again.
Butcher off the screen from Doopy, goes down low for Raven. Lewis tried to jump the pass and instead is going to get called for the foul.
We've seen a lot of jumped passes from Lewis.
Her third.
She doesn't seem to agree with that foul.
Wiley got to get it inbound. They go top to Butcher. Butcher into the paint. Pass tipped. Nichols will retreat into the backcourt to pick it up. 10 on the shot clock for JCC here. Wiley off the screen from Raven. Back out. Nichols gets a screen from Wiley, and then the floater with the right hand right as the shot clock expired.
Got the most out of all that time.
Roussel. Goes to Shaughnessy. The Robinson underneath up over Raven. Wouldn't go. Nichols to Wiley. Trailed by Robinson. Wiley just lost the handle. Now whistled timeout. Called by Finger Lakes Community College with 7:33 to go in the third quarter. 40-29, the JCC lead. Lakers started hot there at the outset of this second half, but JCC able to just keep the foot down a little bit and extend that lead back out to 11.
First timeout called for this game.
Yeah, either way, first time out of the game.
Guess neither team really had a reason to.
Good flow, yeah, in that first half of basketball.
Seemed like both teams kind of were getting what they wanted, just shots not falling.
Out of the timeout, Lakers basketball, trailing by 11 with 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Roussel, far corner to Lewis on the bounce pass. Foul underneath. I think that's going to go against Doopy there, just blocking the path of Kira Shaughnessy. Second on Doopy, first on JCC here in the second half.
Got about a foul every minute in this game.
Shaughnessy had it taken away on the inbound pass by Nichols. Nichols to Raven. Raven in the post, lost the handle, came right back to her. Wouldn't go. Lewis with the rebound. Looking over her shoulder. Jasmine Lewis ran into her own teammate, lost the handle. Taken away, she ran into Shaughnessy. Nichols, offensive rebound, Wiley in the putback.
There's no transition defense there. Seemed like everybody was tangled up on the other side of the court, so.
Alexander to Roussel, far corner. Looking for a pass. Gets it out to Robinson. Robinson. Shaughnessy. Roussel. In and out. Tipped by Butcher. Roussel fighting for it. Robinson works it out.
What a rebound. One of the smallest people on the court got their hand on it.
Lewis to Roussel. Raven seems content to let her shoot from deep. Into the paint now. Roussel stops, stepped back. Travel there. One too many steps after the jump stop.
Got one of the wrong foot pivoted.
Nichols into the corner for Wiley, near corner against Robinson. Wiley, a lot of contact. Jump ball. Jade Roussel will come out for the Lakers and Eliana Mason back in. Raven in the corner. Butcher, Nichols, Wiley against Robinson. Got the screen from Nichols. Wiley fight for the rebound. It's controlled by Eliana Mason. Now Jasmine Lewis. Doopy on her hip. Lewis stops. Doopy goes flying. Shaughnessy back to Lewis up top. Lewis to Alexander, stops. Bounce pass out to the far sideline. Fake for Mason. Floater wouldn't go. Raven with the rebound. Butcher had Wiley. Still has Wiley out to the right. Steps in. Close shot wouldn't go. Rebound Nichols. Now Butcher again into the paint, dishing out this time to Wiley.
Money.
Timeout again. Full this time for Finger Lakes.
JCC starting to connect. Finger Lakes, just a lot of miscommunication on their dribbling. Players running into each other, giving up turnovers with just no contest at the other end of the court.
JCC taking advantage on the glass as well. Offensive rebound there, setting up the three. And extending their lead. 45-29, 5 minutes and 1 second to go in the third quarter. Mentioned a couple of times the rest of the matchups here. 6 o'clock is the 1 seed, OCC and Cayuga. And OCC's already here. They've lined up, waited till halftime, and then filed into the bleachers up here just to our left-hand side. Lasers looking to repeat as Division III, Region III tournament champs. JCC would love to be able to knock them off, but they got to take care of business here first, and then again tomorrow. Out of the timeout, DiLeonardo back in for JCC, as well as Jacayla Spence. Alexander to Mason. Mason missed everything. And then Butcher comes up with the rebound. Butcher has Doopy near corner. Left-hand layup wouldn't go. Raven lost it. And it was tied up underneath. Robinson in. for Finger Lakes.
A lot of physicality again. Diving for balls. Not giving an easy offensive rebound.
Mason surveying. Got it to Lewis, barely. Lewis. Carry is the call. You see that one very often. Raven, top of the arc, just over halfway gone. Quarter number 3. JCC with a lead, 45-29. DiLeonardo trying to add on off the right side. Offensive rebound, Spence, and then another Doopy. Had it taken away, Lewis. And we got a foul again on Doopy. Fighting for that loose ball there. So third on Doopy. And Doopy will check out, replaced by Leo O'Donnell.
Yeah, Lewis playing her heart out. Fighting hard for every rebound.
Roussel back in. Here she is in the near corner. Tough pass. Roussel gets it right back. Long 2. Pure from Kira Shaughnessy, 45-31. DiLeonardo to Spence. Into the corner for O'Donnell. Raven, shot blocked by Roussel. Offensive rebound, Butcher. The turn hook wouldn't go. And again, rebound OCC, Kira Shaughnessy. Lewis steps back. Shaughnessy to Roussel up top. Picked up her dribble, then sets the screen. Shaughnessy, yeah, they call the travel there.
And they call the first half, starting to haunt them again.
It's a little delayed, but I believe they got that there on Alexander. Kind of just slid as she came to that stop there before letting the pass go.
Lakers doing a good job denying the paint.
Raven. Says deny the paint all you want. Mid-range jumper. 47-31. Roussel corner. Lewis underneath, dishing out. It's Alexander. Long 3 from dead on, Shaughnessy. Not enough legs under that one.
Yeah, the difference in shots have been the deciding factor of the second half. JCC just draining a lot of their shots.
Spence, Raven. Now DiLeonardo in front of her own bench. Butcher. Into the paint, hop step. Again with the left hand, Lakaya Butcher. Lewis, under 2 to go in the third quarter. Lewis into the paint, dishing out. 3.
Ooh.
Delayla Alexander from deep. Lakers could use a little more of that here if they're going to get back in it. Butcher, Spence. Spence to Raven in the post, taken away. Whistle. This will be the 4th on Lewis. And they actually get it the other way. They give it to Raven. So the 2 of them tied up. Raven comes out and Aurora Stevens in for the Cannoneers. Stop blocked and DiLeonardo's going to get whistled for the foul. Too much of the arm of Alexander there on the shot.
On the line for the Lakers, Alexander, shooting 2.
Alexander good on the first. Connects on the second as well. Lead down to 13, as high as 16. Here for JCC. Butcher into the paint, dishing out. Set shot, Stevens missed wide right.
This is Finger Lakes' chance to come back into this. You said they needed threes, but they also needed some defensive stops.
There's a three. That's too strong from Alexander. And a strong rebound by Leo O'Donnell.
Mason
Butcher.
looking to tip that one out. Should have just grabbed onto it.
O'Donnell. Stevens. That's a tough shot. Aurora Stevens.
It's been a lot of JCC shots, just tough inside shots that it's tough to defend.
Moving screen on Roussel.
Not something you want to see when you're trying to come back into a game.
Shot clock turned off now with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Butcher content to run it down. Gets a screen from Stevens, hard screen. Butcher uses the glass. Time maybe for one more shot here for the Lakers. They had a little more time than that, but last minute heave well short from Alexander. JCC starting now. Look a little more comfortable. 53-36 the score at the end of 3 quarters of play. Starting to pull away a little bit here are the 2-seeded Cannoneers.
JCC really figured out what was going wrong in that halftime intermission. Came back out, started making their shots. I mean, shot selection looked better as well. Just finding open players, driving into the basket more. Finger Lakes need to kind of repeat that second quarter. Find a way to make JCC miss those shots again. Get to the line. And then drain maybe a couple 3-pointers.
Seen him hit a few, but starting to run out of some time. They're going to need more from beyond the arc. They're also going to need to find a way to stop JCC down low, something they haven't done very well here.
They still got 3 timeouts left as well, so their players need a rest. You still got that. Again, fouls spread out relatively well, so you don't have too much to worry about going into the fourth. They'll pick up too many, and that might become an issue.
Dupe back out to start the fourth quarter for JCC. It's Raven, Dupe, Nichols, Wiley, and DiLeonardo, the 5 for the Cannoneers. Lewis, Shaughnessy, Mason, Roussel, and Alexander, the 5 for the Lakers. And Roussel's going to pick up another foul here, reaching in on Raven. Just the second on Roussel. Raven's a little slow to get up here.
This is your walk-off. You got games Saturday and potentially Sunday, so injuries never something you want to see.
Yeah, Raven, pretty important part of that Cannoneer offense as well. Robinson back in for the Lakers here. Wiley back out. Nichols. Nichols to the basket. Went underneath.
Just slid in there.
Alexander. Robinson into the corner. Roussel against Stevens. Robinson from deep. Banked it in. Long two. Foot must have been on the line for Robinson there. On the jumper. Stevens lost the handle. Taken away. DIII Alexander. Roussel into the corner. Lewis against Wiley. Alexander again. Roussel from dead on. Off the right side. Dupe with a rebound. Stops and then finds Corey Nichols. Nichols to DiLeonardo. Nichols, DiLeonardo wide open in the paint. Ooh, couldn't finish at the rim.
JCC finding a way inside.
Alexander, no look pass. Now into the corner, Robinson. Underneath, Lewis. Well defended by Wiley. Wiley, Nichols, Dupe in the corner. They go back up top. JCC content to run the shot clock here. Start chewing up some time in this fourth quarter. Timeout, Jeff Wiley with 9 on the shot clock.
30-second timeout for the Canadians.
It's his first time out of the game. Offense didn't really seem to have a game plan set up, so maybe that's just a quick reset, draw up a play, get back on track. Yeah, we were talking about it before the game. There's a lot of local players on that JCC team. Players we've talked about before here on the NBC channel.
Pretty homegrown team for the Cannoneers. Copenhagen, Watertown, TI, General Brown, Lowville, OFA, Herman DeKalb, all represented, all pretty local schools to the area. Wiley. Blocking foul, 2 shots coming up.
That's been the play of the game. Drive inside, draw that foul. Whether you come for the basket or not, you're going to be at the free throw line for at least 2.
Wiley good on the first. Second one rolled out, rebounded by Shaughnessy, who works it free to Roussel, and then one-hand heave to Alexander. 7:20 to go. Alexander, Nichols tightly guarding her. Shot was blocked. Dupe got a hand on it. DiLeonardo, little out of control. Dupe fakes the 3, drives in, didn't get the roll. Roussel with the rebound. Quick, empty possession for JCC there. Lewis in, got past Wiley, didn't get it to roll. Wiley up ahead, Nichols, foul underneath, was pushed, just bumped from behind.
Went kind of fast in that wall. Lucky there's some padding there. Not a lot of it, but found the one place.
Yeah, just enough.
At the line for the Canadians, Corey Nichols.
Third foul on.
Subbing for the Canadians, number 20, Sheila O'Donnell.
DILIONARDO Alexander. Nichols good on the first.
Chance to take the lead by 20.
And they do. 2 of 2 from the line, Corey Nichols. As Zach mentioned, lead up to 20 for JCC. Long jumper for Alexander, wouldn't go. Rebounded by Jayla O'Donnell. DiLeonardo had a lane but stopped and backed it out. Dupe, DiLeonardo. O'Donnell in the post, turns, tough shot, and then a foul. I think they got Nichols for her third.
So it could have been either one of them.
Yeah, either of them in that scuffle underneath the basket. Alexander blocked by DiLeonardo. Nichols to Wiley. DiLeonardo underneath. O'Donnell back out. Kim DiLeonardo in and out. Lewis with a rebound. Dupe with a foul. Fourth on Dupe. They've all been pretty similar to that, just hard-nosed basketball, going for a loose ball and just a little late.
Been a lot of that this game. What do you like to see?
Lewis dishing back out. Tough to handle for Robinson. Alexander from deep. Offensive rebound, Shaughnessy. Roussel, 5.5 to go. Robinson. And that one was blocked from behind.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get a driving layup versus JCC. Might need to stick to the arc for the rest of this game.
Butcher back in for DiLeonardo. And both O'Donnell's out there now as Aaliyah checks in. Lewis. Bouncing around, tough shot up over Wiley.
That's just an example of the height there. Had positioning for the rebound, but ooh.
Contact underneath. I don't know what the...
Technical. Don't know if it...
Yeah, I'm... a little surprised by that. It wasn't...
Didn't seem like it was intentional.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little bit confused.
Looked like she just got in position, just...
Can't be a technical foul on O'Donnell like Josh Madison announced, because Wiley's the one shooting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, the last foul they've got up on the board is the fourth against Duke.
I'd love to know what the call was there.
Signal was definitely a technical foul.
Well, JCC will just reap the benefits of that.
Yeah, either way, they're basketball after the tech. O'Donnell will shoot it after some deliberation. It was short. Robinson with the rebound. Here's Lewis. Lewis. Robinson against Butcher. Giving up a lot of size there. Long two. Shaughnessy.
Finger Lake's making some good shots, just gonna need more of them. Time running thin.
Butcher. Nichols. O'Donnell. Short. Rebound Lewis. Jasmine Lewis into the paint, dishing back out. Robinson from deep. Butcher with a rebound. Lewis took it away and then draws the foul and one.
Acrobatic layup right there. Kind of behind the back, On the move.
Spinning away.
At the line for the Lakers, Jasmine Lewis, shooting one.
Too strong on the and one free throw. And it's out of bounds. Cannoneers will take it. Roussel with the last touch.
Can't turn that into 3, but still a nice 2 to make.
4 minutes to go. Wiley into the corner for Nichols. Back to Wiley. O'Donnell. Butcher, far corner. The O'Donnell's play catch. And then the foul underneath as Aaliyah got to the basket.
JCC trying to wrap this game up.
Foul on number 21, Al Robinson, first 13 fourth. At the line for the Cannoneers, Aaliyah O'Donnell, shooting 2.
Can't take advantage of that one. Lakers need to be ready for a rebound here if opportunity presents itself.
Strong rebound. The putback from Wiley wouldn't go. Lewis against Wiley. Quick 3 off the left side. Rebound Butcher.
That's kind of the shots they need to take.
Yeah, really running out of time now. 3.5 to go. O'Donnell at the free throw line. Turns. Gets it right back. Wouldn't go for Layla.
A little bit of contact there, but JCC not going to put up too much fight for that.
Lewis. Another tough bucket. Jasmine Lewis has played a really good game for the Lakers. Butcher can slow things down as the teams for the next matchup shuffle in. Hudson Valley and Mohawk Valley coming up. Wiley wouldn't go on the long 3, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, any more shots here would pretty much secure it for JCC. The way they're drawing out this clock.
It has been the prettiest game for JCC. They've done what they've needed to get the job done.
Sometimes a game like this can be nice for a team trying to make a run in the playoffs, though.
Roussel fighting for her own rebound, and Stevens comes up with it. Stevens,
Oh, yep.
and nobody really came back to give her an option.
Kind of tripped up there, accidentally used her dribble. That's one break Finger Lakes needed. Getting a quick 3 here. Nobody's open.
Roussel into the lane, dishing back out. Alexander, Shaughnessy, Strong, Stevens with a rebound. DiLeonardo ahead to Butcher. Butcher again gets onto that left hand and connects 62-44.
Didn't draw any time off there, but made a basket, which is even more detrimental.
Butcher again with the rebound behind the back a couple of times to slow it down. Butcher off the screen from Stevens. Count it.
And that'll seal it.
Yeah, just completely killing the game right there. Lakers empty the bench.
Lewis just picked up her 4th. Not going to matter much, but
Jada McCarthy, Cameron Battles in for Finger Lakes Community College. Offensive rebound, Stevens, the putback after the missed free throw.
wasn't a single Laker in sight there.
And now Maddie Cheek into the game as well for JCC for the first time as Jeff Wiley empties his bench as well. So everybody for both teams has made an appearance now.
Chance to let these players get some experience.
Alexander into the corner. Shaughnessy back to Alexander up top against DiLeonardo. Doesn't get it to go. Cheek with the rebound. DiLeonardo lost the handle, taken away, and then spinning out of it was Lewis.
Lewis not giving up. Playing a very aggressive game still.
DiLeonardo from Stevens. To get over half court, they do with Spence. Spence. Now Cheek. Cheek stops. In and out on the jump shot. Tip the ball out of bounds. Lakers will take possession back with 19.3 remaining.
Opportunity to just let the clock run. We'll see if Lewis opts to do that. I feel like she's the type of player to go for one last basket.
Lewis will and draws the foul.
She has a lot of fight in her.
Foul on number 13, Michaela Spence, her second team fourth.
Helped him out tremendously this game.
Yeah, has been on display all game. She's
Came up with a lot of steals.
really played her heart out for sure. Connects on the first free throw as well. Freshman from Waterloo. Off on the right side, Stevens to DiLeonardo and JCC. It's tough to say that they didn't necessarily play well. They win by 19, but at times it looked a little nervier than that. They do end up putting the foot down, getting the job done, and they'll advance to play the winner of our next game in the semifinals tomorrow at 1 o'clock. JCC with a win over Finger Lakes Community College, 66-47. The Cannoneers with the win.
And a great performance by the Finger Lakes. The score doesn't represent it, but if there was a couple more made threes, mostly in that second and third quarter, the game could have been different going into that fourth quarter.
Yeah, Cannoneers pulled away really towards the end of that third and then into the fourth quarters. That was where the difference was made. JCC advances to play the winner of this game that's coming up next. Hudson Valley and Mohawk Valley. Game slated for a 3:15 tip. I think we're on time for that, so I hope you'll join us for that matchup. And then a reminder, we've got two more this evening as well. Fulton Montgomery and Herkimer, the late game. But before that, the 1 seed OCC takes on Cayuga Community College at 6 o'clock. All here on the NBC Watertown YouTube channel from the McVean Gymnasium at JCC. The end of this one, Cannoneers with a win. For our crew here, Cody Wheeler, Morgan Young, Zach Zabriskie. My name's Connor Lalone. Thanks for joining us here from JCC for the NJCAA Division III Region 3 play-in tournament. 3 more games coming up for us, so hopefully you'll join us for those, or maybe the semis tomorrow or the final on Sunday. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good one.